You order something online. It shows up late, or broken, or just wrong. So what do? You open the app. You type a 1-star review. Maybe you tag the company on social media. Maybe you demand a refund in all caps. It takes you 90 seconds, and within a day, someone from customer support is apologizing to you. Now imagine that same rage, but you don't have an app. You don't have a phone. You don't even have paper. All you have is a wet slab of clay and a stick, and you're about to use it to absolutely destroy a man's reputation for the next 3,800 years. This is the story of the oldest written complaint in human history, and the guy on the receiving end of it never saw it coming. Let's go back to around 1750 BCE, the city of Ur in what's now southern Iraq, Bronze Age Mesopotamia. Writing is still a pretty new invention. Most of what people bother to carve into clay is boring stuff. Inventories, tax records, grain counts. Nobody's using this incredible new technology to talk about their feelings, except one man named Nani. Nani had a business deal with a copper merchant named Ea-nasir. Copper mattered back then the way oil matters now. It's the Bronze Age. Bronze needs copper. Ea-nasir's whole operation was importing it by sea from a distant trading hub called Dilmun and reselling it upriver in Mesopotamia. Nani paid him for a shipment of what he was promised would be fine, high-grade copper ingots. He sent his own servant to go collect it. Simple transaction. Should have taken an afternoon. Instead, everything went wrong. When the copper actually arrived, it wasn't the quality Ea-nasir had promised. It was inferior. Some accounts suggest it may not have even been the right amount. And when Nani's servant tried to sort it out on the spot, Ea-nasir didn't apologize. He basically told the servant to take it or leave it and shoved him out the door. For Nani, that wasn't just bad service. That was disrespect. You don't treat a paying customer's messenger like garbage and expect nothing to happen. So Nani sat down, picked up a stylus, and started writing on wet clay. Both sides of the tablet. He wasn't holding back. He recapped exactly what had been promised. He detailed exactly what showed up instead. He brought up an earlier shipment that had also gone wrong. And he made it personal, essentially asking Ea-nasir what kind of person treats someone this way, and demanding his money back in full. He even added a warning for the future. Any copper Ea-nasir tried to send him again would be personally inspected and hand-selected by Nani himself, ingot by ingot, in his own yard. No more trusting this guy's word. Then he had that tablet delivered straight to Ea-nasir's house. And here's the part that makes this whole story insane. That tablet didn't just survive. It was found, still intact, sitting inside the ruins of Ea-nasir's own home, alongside a small stack of other letters. Which means Nani wasn't the only unhappy customer. Multiple people had beef with this guy. Ea-nasir seemingly had a pattern. For thousands of years, that little slab of clay just sat buried underground, silent evidence of one very bad business deal. Until archaeologists dug it up in the 1950s, and it eventually made its way into the British Museum, where you can still go see it today. And then, a few years ago, this nearly 4,000-year-old complaint letter did something nobody could have predicted. It went viral. People online translated the tone perfectly into the present day. Fake Yelp reviews started popping up for Ea-nasir Copper Company. Memes turned him into the original scammer, the Bronze Age guy who sold you a knockoff and then blocked your number. A guy who was just trying to run a copper business in 1750 BCE is now, completely against his will, one of the most mocked customer service reps on the internet. We don't actually know if Ea-nasir ever paid Nani back. History doesn't record an apology. There's no sequel tablet where he makes it right. But maybe that doesn't even matter. Because Nani got something better than a refund. He got the very last word. For 4,000 years and counting. So next time you're drafting an angry email to a company that wronged you, remember, you're not doing anything new. You're just carrying on a tradition that started with a guy, some wet clay, and a copper dealer who really should have just given him a refund.